Hey everybody, Sylvie here. I just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about registering to vote today. So, as you know, the general election is coming up really, really fast. Somehow we're already halfway through September. But the general election is going to be on November 3rd this year. And of course, considering the current social circumstances and limited access to voting areas, I just wanted to touch base on how you can register to vote and some alternative ways that you can make your vote count this year. It is absolutely so important that we all exercise this right, especially in such a very special election. So also want to keep note, we are not only voting for the President of the United States, but we are also going to be voting for local government, for our Senate, Congress, etc. And it is extremely important that we all make our vote count for what we believe in. So just for reference, if you aren't sure who's going to be on the ballot, it's always a really great idea to do a little bit of research beforehand, see who's going to be on that ballot, who do you want to vote for before you get there. A lot of times you could, Google it real quick before you go in to vote, but if you are curious beforehand, you can go to https://ballotpedia.org, and you can see exactly who is going to be on the ballot for New York State. So that way you could do a little bit of your background research beforehand, and you know exactly who you want to check off on that ballot. So if you're not sure if you're already registered, you could actually go to voterlookup.elections.newyork.gov, and you can double check and see if you are registered or not. A lot of times when you're doing things with any state agency, a lot of times you'll get an option to, hey, do you want to register to vote? So it might be possible that you've already been registered, but you definitely want to double check because you cannot vote unless you have registered beforehand. So that's just a resource that you could use to double check. But if you have not yet registered, you can register online. I recommend using the Department of Motor Vehicles page, so the DMV of New York State, or for whichever state that you reside in. I don't know if maybe you are taking your courses online. If you are here in New York, if you are a resident, then you will be registering with New York State. So all you really need is the following: a license, a permit, or any ID card that is registered with the state. You're going to need your zip code, your social security number, and the whole process should only take maybe 5 minutes, max 10 if for some reason maybe you don't have your things together beforehand, but it's a really, really fast process. And you literally just fill out the form, agree, and submit, and just like that, you are ready to go. Now, some alternative options for voting this year. I believe you will be able to vote in person this year. There hasn't really been any mandate quite yet on that. So hopefully, stay tuned, and we should find out soon what the regulations are going to be for that. But if you are concerned or for any reason that you might have, they have made it more flexible to acquire an absentee ballot due to COVID-19. So I believe the deadline, I have double checked, to submit your absentee ballot is going to be October 27th. So we do have a few weeks. I definitely recommend you go ahead and you request your ballot as soon as possible. Follow the directions when you get it and submit it accordingly so that your vote can count this year. I really, really encourage everybody to go out there, do what you need to do. It only takes a few minutes, and just make sure that you get out there and vote this year. All right? Wishing everybody health and safety and happy voting.